it's Andrea from Prairie Sky DIY, here with a little bit of craft room romance today. It's close to Valentine's Day. I thought we'd do a little kissing in the craft room. This is a technique I haven't done in a very, very, very long time. And I thought it would be fun to revisit it. So I'm using watercolor shapes. You do need a stamp that's relatively solid for this to work, as well as one that's a little bit more patterned. You could also use word stamps or anything that you want to have the pattern show. So this is what this stamp looks like when it's just inked by itself. It is called watercolor shapes, so it's not a perfectly solid pattern. So our impression is not going to be perfectly solid. I do have Pear Pizzazz cardstock, as well as some basic white, and Memento and Granny Apple Green are my colors of choice today. So I did kind of want to do the circle, but then I changed my mind, so we're doing the rectangle today. And the stamp set that I'm going to use for my sentiment is Happy Labels. I haven't quite decided what we're going to be doing for the sentiment yet, but we'll see. Okay, so you want to get that really good and inky, and then set it off to the side. Then you're going to want to get your patterned stamp set really good and inky. Now, I did play with this earlier. That's why it's still got ink on it. I haven't washed it because I knew I was going to be using it again. So you don't need to ink up the entire piece. You just need to ink up what you think. Actually, I'm going to change my mind. You're going to ink up where you think you want, or what pattern on your stamp you want to show. So we're going to do that. Put our lid back on. Now, if your stamp is getting a little bit dry, just breathe on it to reinvigorate the color. Just takes a little bit of moisture. And then choose where on your stamp you want to pick up. And then just simply stamp your stamp onto the other one, lift it off, and then you can see you've got the pattern from one onto the other. I'm going to flip that over because it got covered in ink. Just a little huff of air, and then aim for straight-ish, press it down, and then exactly the same as any other stamping. Press down, lift up. You could use your Stamparatus. And then there is our image. As you can see, the center part on this one as well that I did as a sample, it's not perfect because the stamp is not solid. So I'm actually going to give this a tiny little bit of a trim up. Not too much. We're going to cut it down. This is going to be 4 inches by 3 inches. I think I like that a little bit better. And then we're going to start our assembly. Lovely inky fingers. Did you even craft if you didn't get covered in ink? I don't think so. Thankfully, it usually comes off with water. Or I'm going to walk around with blue fingers today. Most people in my life know that I'm a crafter, so they don't even bat an eye anymore. Okay, so I've been seeing this tone-on-tone background lately, which I really do quite like. Okay, I do need to replace my trimming blade, but haven't done it yet. So just rub it over with your bone folder, and that'll take that crease right out. I think we're just going to do a simple hello today. And I'm just going to do it in black. Photopolymer stamp, very, very sticky. If you're finding that your stamps are too sticky or too hard to get off the block, all you need to do is put the back onto fabric or something to kind of alleviate that problem just a little bit. It'll reduce the cling ever so slightly. I'll do just a little hello. Should have stamped it before I put the dimensionals on, or I could have just taken it off. But you know what? It's Monday. Caffeine hasn't kicked in yet. It's all good. And you know what? Even if you do make a mistake and something doesn't turn out perfectly, there's always a way to fix it. Especially if you try to put your stamped image upside down. Oh my goodness. Hello, Monday. All right. You know what? We need some bling. We've got to get some shine in here somehow. Take your pick, as always. So when I get the putty started, I always back it off so that it stops extruding. It's not so crucial when it's cooler outside, but it is kind of important in the summertime when it's super warm in here. I've got a huge big window and it does heat up quite a bit. All right, so there's our kissing technique. Fairly quick, fairly straightforward. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you do try it out, please stop over on my VIP page or my Facebook page and show me what you've created. I always like to share creativity with everybody. Don't forget to hit subscribe down below so you're notified every single time a brand new video comes up. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you again soon.